Hey Pisces, I hope you guys are doing great. This is going to be your love reading for August 1st through the 15th. If you want to skip the card pull and go straight to your messages, feel free to click the timestamp in the description box below. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So, we're going to first pull some oracle cards to see what the overall energy is surrounding this reading for you. And the first card that we have out is Ask for Help from Others. And let's pull another oracle card, see what other energies are surrounding this reading for you. And we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So we'll see how those two cards tie in for this reading for you. But let's get into some tarot and see what else is going on. So what's happening for my Pisces right now? What energetic space are they in? And we have the Ace of Fire. For Pisces person, what's happening with them? Even if they're not physically in your space right now. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, we have the Seven of Water that flipped out onto my arm. For what's currently hidden right now. What's currently hidden? For my Pisces collective, we have the Two of Earth in reverse. Advice from Spirit. Okay, we have one that flipped out. We have the Messenger of Fire. And for your potential outcome for my Pisces collective, we have the Ten of Water in reverse. Okay. So let's grab another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these cards a little bit further. Starting again with your current energy, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. For Pisces person, we have the Knight of Wands. For what's currently hidden from you, we have the Devil in reverse. Advice from Spirit. We have the Six of Wands. And for your potential outcome, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. All right, so let's get some oracle cards and see if we can get some final messages before we get into your reading. So for your current energy, we have deal breakers. For your person's energy, we have rewrite your story. For what's currently hidden from you, we have destructive habits. Advice from Spirit. We have one date, and we have creating reality. And for potential outcome, we have missing you, and we also have finger pointing. All right, Pisces, let's get into this one. So the overall energy that we have for you in this reading is ask for help from others, and we also have religious factors. So what it feels like is that when it comes to this person, and I don't think that you are in a relationship with them. I think that it's either someone that you have casually dated, or it's somebody that's coming in that you're just starting to get to know. But this doesn't feel very long term. It doesn't feel super established or anything like that. But what I do feel is that there are pretty big differences in the way that you all were raised, in the experiences that you've had, and in the way that you view and approach life. It doesn't feel as though you are necessarily able to bridge that gap. And it does feel as though at some point throughout this interaction, throughout this engagement with this person, that you are probably going to need to tap into your friends or family or therapist circle to get some perspective or to get some support as you sort of navigate through this. Looking at your current energy, we have the Ace of Fire we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and we also have deal breakers. List and adhere to your deal breakers. The universe will support you staying true to you. So it feels like for this situation that this is someone that you met that you were quite excited about, I think. That it started off pretty passionately. And I don't necessarily think that this is just about sexual chemistry. It seemed as though there was a spark when you two first met. And then over time, it almost feels like you were kind of looking and it's like, oh, like the cracks started to show. And I think at a certain point, you kind of stopped investing in it. Like, whereas before you were kind of looking forward to planting these seeds and seeing where things can go, it's almost as if you started seeing this person in a different light. Like maybe they let their mask slip a little bit and you started looking at them a little side-eyed like, okay, hold on. I don't know how much I'm gonna put into this because I don't like the way you're moving. Like I'm feeling a little differently towards you. I'm seeing things that I didn't see initially. Looking at your person's energy, we have the Seven of Water or the Seven of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands, and we also have Rewrite Your Story. Rewrite your life story how you would like it to be. Release, feel peace now, and sleep subliminals. So this is someone who is sort of, it's a good way to say this. They're sort of looking at life like it's just like it's a smorgasbord of opportunities. And I think that this is how they sort of view their relationships. It's almost like, well, why do I need to settle down when I have all of these options now? So it feels as though their energy is very in and out. It's very fleeting. Like they come on strong and then they just kind of gallop off into the sunset, and maybe when things slow down, they'll pop back in, but it really feels as though they have crafted this sort of image of themselves like they're this Don Juan, this Casanova just riding from town to town, breaking hearts and leaving shenanigans wherever they go. That's sort of how they're viewing things, and that's not how you're looking at life. Like you're looking for someone that you can plant seeds with, that you can grow with, that you can build with, and they are just looking to wave their wand around to these many cups. So looking at what's currently hidden from you, we have the Two of Earth or the Two of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Devil in reverse, and we also have destructive habits, addictions to gambling, alcohol, sex negatively impacting relationships, toxic thinking, and behavior. So I feel like what you don't see, what you don't realize is that this person, I think they're starting to recognize how their bad habits are not really conducive to creating these meaningful relationships with other people. And I think that that's something that they might be craving a little bit with this Two of Earth, or Two of Pentacles. That's really about balance. That's really about juggling. They are off center. Their energy is way off. And I think that they're starting to think about this toxic negative behavior that they've been engaging in and how it's been pretty detrimental to their life. So what we have in terms of advice from spirit, we have the Messenger of Fire, which is the Page of Fire. We have the Six of Wands and two oracle cards. The first one we have is one date. Give it at least one date. It takes time to know someone. Take a chance and switch up your type. And we also have creating reality. Live your best life by design. You have amazing experiences, freedom lifestyle, and infinite potential. So what I'm feeling, Spirit is saying is that be cautious, I think, when you think about how you interact with this person, that you need to be prepared for them to come back. And it may not be as with as much bravado as they previously had, right? Because we have in their current energy, we have the Knight of Wands. What we're looking at, I think, going forward is the messenger, the Page of Wands, somebody who is a little more naive, who's a little bit less experienced, who's a little more tentative and cautious, right? So I feel like Spirit is saying that when this person comes back around, and I think that they're going to come back a little bit humbled, that, be careful. It could be a genuine turnaround and a genuine sort of shifting of mindset and approach, but don't be so quick to call victory, right? This is, I think, for you going to be a little bit of a step by step process. So if you want to see them and hear what they have to say, or see if their approach is different this time around, I don't think that there's any harm in doing that. But make sure that outside of this person that you continue living your life. Like, there's no reason for you to sort of sit around and wait. There's no reason for you to put a whole lot of energy. You've already dialed it back. You're already sort of in a place of watching this person and seeing if they actually check the things on your list. This person is reevaluating their own life. So take that for what it's worth. If you want to give them an opportunity to sort of represent themselves, then that's fine. It might be something that you ask your friends to weigh in on, people that you actually trust, like, hey, so and so came back around and they want to get a coffee, they want to talk about some things, like they seem a little different, what do you think? And don't go to those friends who are super emotion driven. Even if they, even though they might want the best for you, go to those friends who are balanced and level headed and will not set fire to somebody's car if they look at them wrong. Don't go to that set of friends. Go to the other set of friends who like actually sit down and think things through and give things sort of due process in terms of thinking about it. So, looking at your potential outcome, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse, we have the 7 of Cups in reverse, and we have 2 oracle cards. We have missing you, so sad, lonely, or alone, physical separation, let go and move on, thinking of each other and you. And we also have finger pointing. Our partners reflect our wounds, relationships mirror what we are, finger pointing, and take responsibility. Honestly, it feels, this feels a little bit too far gone for it to be redeemed. Even if you were to give them another opportunity to sort of show you what they have to offer, it almost feels as though you've already taken the veil off, of what you thought things could be. It feels like you're going to keep the side eye, where you're sort of letting go. And it's like, well, things could have been good if they had shown me this person as opposed to this one. And so it feels as though you're sort of taking yourself as an option off the table. You're not looking to this person for emotional fulfillment. I think that you're going to let go of this. And I think that ultimately, this person is going to sort of look at themselves in the mirror and say, wow, I was dismissive of Pisces, right? I was in and out. I had all of the options in the world. And now they are exploring their own options. They've created their own reality. They're living their best life. And I am not a part of that. So it feels like their attempt to come back in with this rebranding of themselves is going to be a little bit of a fail. But you're still in a good place. So yay you. I'm going to pull one last oracle card and see what final message Spirit has. And so the final message that we have for you is purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. So again, this is you living your best life, making the decision, the very conscious decision on how you show up for someone else and how you want other people to show up for you in terms of a relationship. And I think while this person may be trying to show up in a way that is meaningful to you, it feels too little too late, that you've already sort of moved on, that initial gap in connecting and how you all view the world was a little bit too much. Like that bell can't be unrung, and you're moving ahead with life. Very purposeful, very driven, very firm on what it is that you want. So good for you, Pisces. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that this resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you huge hugs.